Paul, have you heard the one about the horse that walked into the bar?
No.
Oh, yeah, well, the horse walked into the barman takes one look at him and says, "Why the long face?" Hey,
Is that a dad joke?
yeah, that's a dad joke, absolutely. Right. Mate, we've just put this wall together in about 10 minutes as a demonstration of how quickly this goes together. Tell me about the advantages of this in terms of, say, an intertenancy wall and fire rating. Tell me about the fire rating of this.
Well, the 150 core, you got a 4-hour fire rating.
4 hours?
4-hour fire rating on the 150 core, yes.
That kind of exceeds the 30 minutes required, doesn't it, for most apartment buildings?
Yeah. That's the amount of time, it's a normal fire temperature that it's going to take for the plastics to heat up enough that it gives away on the jib or any screws or anything like that.
Right, 4 hours.
Yeah.
Second question related to fire. Does this stuff burn?
No, it's got a fire retardant in the polystyrene itself. All modern day polystyrene that's used in the building trade has a fire retardant in the bead. So
okay.
It'll mount with a direct flame.
Yep.
But that's all it is. As soon as you take the flame away, the mounting stops. But if you've got jib or any other cladding system to it, the flame isn't able to touch it. So no, it's not gonna burn. No.
Okay. So I mean that's really great for apartments and stuff like that. So also in relation to apartments, what's the acoustics like in this? Because nobody likes to hear anybody next door. So how good is this?
You've got again with the 150 core, which give you an STC rating of 54.
Right.
Which is requirement for intertenancy walls.
Yeah.
100 mil core is not going to get to it. The 150 core does.
So and the 300 would easily do it.
Yeah.
But the 100 core, what would you have to do to make it more soundproof?
You've probably got a double layer of jib with an air gap that that sound can't travel through.
Okay.
So it's a lot more work using rubber grommets and so forth to hold the jib away from the polystyrene itself.
Yeah. So the recommendation is if you're going to use this for a soundproof wall, go to 150 millimeter concrete minimum.
Yeah, because polystyrene itself doesn't really have any acoustic value at all. It comes down to the concrete core. Yeah, the concrete core. Right. And the third question I was going to ask you in relation to this, like the speed that we put this up was pretty incredible. But surely something like that must cost you an arm and a leg because you're saving so much on labour. What does it work out per square metre for the cost of the stay-in-place formwork? Just the block itself, or it was 103?
The block, say at 100 mil concrete, 150, 200?
Just for the block formwork itself, you're going from 103 to 107, depending on the core thickness. Is slightly more expensive with the longer connectors.
The longer
which costs
connectors,
a little bit more money.
And I know that our team will put these things together at $85 a square metre, no questions asked, and all set to go. Yeah. So thank you very much for your time. Really appreciated how quickly this went together. We'll look forward to doing some more work together.
Can I mention one other thing?
Yeah.
The big advantage of the connectors that we use is if the engineers called for a cage lintel, we can just put the bottom connector in, drop that cage in, and then put the other connectors, feed it through. With the blocks that are pre-made, you can't actually drop it in there. So this system lends itself a lot easier to construct when you're going over lintels and so forth.
Lintels and stuff like that. Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Thanks very much, Paul.
Welcome.
Thank you.